What do you got? Come on.
I got nothing. For once. Are you triggered?
Yeah, there he goes. Good morning, party people.
Party indeed. I wore a party shirt. Why did I wear a party shirt?
Because you're not the life of the party, your shirt is?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, today we're checking...
It's a joyous occasion.
It is a joyous occasion. Today we're checking out our friend Chris Turner's brand new track, Triggered. We're actually getting a little sneak peek on this bad boy, but he's coming out. By the time you see this, the song will be live, so you can go check it out. This new song is called Triggered. It features Thomas Lang. This is probably, as Chris has mentioned to us, one of the most drum-focused tracks he's done on the upcoming solo album. Thomas Lang is a giant in the world of drums. He's done stuff with like Sugar Babes and Robbie Williams, and the dude is just like a master drummer. So it's really, really cool to see Chris getting on the album. It kind of speaks volumes for the level that Chris is at as well.
Yeah, look, the impact he is having on the drum world right now is absolutely insane. I do listen to a lot of music podcasts and watch a lot of drum stuff, and because I'm a bit of a drum nerd myself, and his name pops up so often.
You just a nerd.
I'm just a nerd.
Yeah.
And his name just does pop up quite a lot now, so it's great to see him doing so well. Let's just jump in.
We're going to jump straight into this, and then when we're done, we're going to jump on a call with Chris. So, headphones on.
You guys should also like and subscribe.
Are you ready?
I was born
3,
ready.
2, 1.
My shirt says ready.
It's Chris Turner.
Ah, Chris. Oh, what, dude? Going insane. Oh, yes. What a legend. Is that Chris?
Your boy got jacked.
What the shit, bro?
So, since we did our last video, Chris has been doing a milestone training program with us. Boy, stick to the program and getting results.
Look, this is not helping the rumors going around in the drum world that Chris might actually be a robot. Like, seriously, bro.
Hey, if you actually stuck to the program I gave you, you too could look like that too. If you guys want to train with me, links down in the description. Anyway, back to the video now. I'd pause this and also mention the fact that this is all one take. That's the way Chris has done his entire album. This is recorded, filmed, everything is one take. So obviously he does it through a bunch, but what you're watching here, there's no editing, there's no like, oh, that was 7 different versions, that was all the one take.
No triggers, no sound replacements, no none of that.
Oh no, it's triggered.
I'm triggered by his great body. No fucking way. This is stupid. You don't say.
Take 7, I guess.
So good.
Look. Now, I'm pretty sure I said on the last video of Chris's something along the lines of him being like a human metronome. But a metronome would look at this guy and go, that's not fair.
Yeah, it doesn't make
That's
sense.
insane.
There is like some sort of innate ability to understand timing to the nth degree, to be able to do that. The fact that he's doing that with another drummer.
Oh man, those
At the same
alternating
time.
double kicks just made me want to just
Phenomenal.
punch my own face in.
I wanted to
Jesus.
punch your face in.
Oh,
Nothing to do with the video though. Just, yeah, man. Let's jump on a call with Chris. Let's talk through it.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Hot damn. We're on.
We're on.
We are on.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me back.
So,
Thanks for giving us some of your time, man.
what's it like being a robot?
It's all right. Sometimes I glitch out.
How often do you have to oil yourself?
Why are you going to make it crazy?
Well, actually,
Yeah.
that's a really, really funny thing.
Yeah.
So for that, it wasn't like the lighting wasn't that sick and I wasn't popping enough. And we were discussing, like, we were like, I swear the bodybuilders put like baby oil on themselves to make themselves like glow. But
Please
we were
tell me
just
you did.
like, well, it's worse because we didn't have baby oil, but we just had olive oil.
Oh.
So you got tasty.
I literally smelled like a burger. Like I just was covered in olive oil.
That's so good.
Yeah,
By the way,
so-
the intro to that video was absolutely freaking insane, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that. Before we jump into the actual song itself, talk through the music video because it was a cool concept. I really, really like what you've done here. It's sick.
Yeah. Well, it kind of developed in a lot of ways. We wanted to introduce Tom in a better way. We didn't just want to say like featuring Thomas Lang because it's just so dull. We wanted it to be like more interesting than that. And one thing that we've prided ourselves on this piece is the fact that it's the furthest thing from a drum battle, the furthest thing from anything competitive. It's a straight up team effort.
Yeah.
It's a collaboration between me and him. And for that reason, I wanted to sort of push the fact that, it's a joint drum part and we need both of us. So I viewed it as like players, like player 1 and player 2. Like,
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's really
both of
good.
us. It's almost like a game.
Like double
So we
dragon.
thought, fuck it, let's go all out. Let's make it a game, and we're both players in the game. So it kind of started there, and then it obviously got over the top, and we went too far with it all.
As
We
all
went
good
so
things
far
should.
with it. Yeah. In fact, we went so far with it that in about a month's time, you'll be able to get the app on the App Store and play the Trigger game.
Get out,
Sick.
dude. That is fucking rad. Well done. That's
What's with you
nice.
and
like-
swearing today? You know,
I don't know.
YouTube
Oh,
doesn't like us swearing,
I
right?
was on the tools today, so I'm back in tradie mode.
You're
I was
the
out of the
tool today.
office and on the tools. So
I'm so sorry about him.
Oh, I'm Australian.
No, it's funny, man. The game's wicked. It's me with my little hat on, and then it's like Mario, like you jumping over like platforms and you like collecting
made the
stuff.
game
But
for you?
just my friend.
Nice.
As you do.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I just said to him, "Can you do this?" And he literally sent it me the next morning. The first draft, I was like, "Oh, hell yeah!" But yeah, it's
Talented
me like
friends.
collecting.
What are you doing for me?
I'm swearing on the YouTube.
Yeah, bringing me down. I need Chris, come over here. I need to be hanging out with you more often, man.
But it's me collecting like little drumsticks, and then the thing that like kills me is haters. So I have to like jump on the haters and kill them first.
Oh, nice.
And
I don't
that's the
suppose you're
game.
getting many haters though. So I want to bring up something else as well in terms of your style. They mentioned that you do have a very specific style and a very specific positioning as to how you play when you hit your drums, like I guess to get the timing precise and those accents and all that. Is that something that has been
Kinda.
a conscious thing, or has it just kind of happened and your body's sort of just basically found its way doing what it needs to do that?
I mean, honestly, I just look kind of dumb. That's it.
I wasn't
that
going to
is
say
literally-
anything.
I'm not- No, I'm not. Like, I don't know what it is. I've had shoots in the past, and like my old manager and people, they'd say like, make a big effort to not look so weird this time. I'll be like, easy, got you. And then I just start playing, and I just go,
Yeah,
I just can't help it. I don't know what's wrong with
The
it.
funny thing is, dude, if you look at those old metronomes, right, that just go tick, 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 tick,
Yeah.
there's a reason that they work so well because they just move so weird. Maybe you are a human metronome.
To be honest, I'm kind of like, I'm not a small dude. Like because from like rock climbing and stuff, I've got quite big shoulders. And I think I look kind of hunched anyway, just because I've got, you know, kind of built shoulders a little bit. And so I guess like that
you're
kind
jacked.
Yeah,
We saw the video.
we saw the start of the video. You've been hitting those.
that was just the olive oil talking.
and Texter just drawing the outline of the abs.
Hey, give the milestone program a bit more credit than that. Thank you very much.
Shameless plug.
In fact, yeah, thanks to this man here, all I eat is quinoa and fish now. So
you're welcome, bro. Anytime.
But no, I don't know. I think it's part to do with just my
Someone that
build.
sticks to the program, someone that does not stick to the
I've
program.
been sticking to it. I've lost a shitload.
There you go.
Anyway.
No, I wish I had a good reason. I wish I could say, yeah, it's like, you know, I've got a really valid reason and this works. It's just how I play. That's it. And I know it looks awful. But the thing is, I've not once cared about how I look because it's how I sound.
100%, man. Yeah. 100%.
Maybe that's actually the secret. I care so little about how I look.
Well, when you're that handsome, it doesn't really matter.
I'm putting everything I got into how I sound. That is it. So maybe it is a contributing factor.
Well, let's talk about that sound then.
It's
I want to
obviously
talk
a
about
noticeable
this
thing, though. Like, you know, before we go on to that, like,
Well,
it's
no, this is
obviously
just like, I don't want to make this a 32-minute call because we've already got a video. So I'm just going to jump into the actual song now and not drag on
that's
that.
a good point.
Johnny's new at this whole thing. Talking about how they collaborate, how did you get in touch with Thomas? How did this come about? Because this is a big guest you got on your second single, man. That's really cool.
It's kind of like the biggest guest drummer you could like get for like literally the first guest I've had. So that's pretty dumb.
Hey, hit the ground running.
Yeah, right. Aim for the top, right? He's sponsored with DW and I'm sponsored by DW. So I messaged Jules at DW. Hopefully she doesn't mind me mentioning her name. I know she likes to keep out of things.
Thanks, Jules.
Well done.
But yeah, I emailed Jules and I said, hey, I'm thinking about doing a feature. Any suggestions? I actually asked her. I mean, obviously I would have loved to suggest Thomas myself, but I don't know. I guess I was just thinking he probably wouldn't be interested. So I just asked her, I said, any suggestions? And she said Thomas he'd love to. And I was like, well, if you think, put me in touch. You know, secretly inside I'm freaking out because he was like my childhood hero. And I say that with like in passing as if it wasn't a big deal. He was literally my childhood hero, like to a ridiculous degree. Like I would just sit and watch his drum DVDs on repeat all day, every day. And like his playing and his DVDs have literally shaped my playing and me as a musician. It's proper full circle. That's why I didn't really
Man, that is absolutely wild.
suggest him because I just kind of thought it was out of reach.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jules put us in touch and I emailed him and told him the concept of the album. And he literally replied like within the hour and just said, I'm a huge fan of your playing. I love what you do.
Shit.
And I'd be honored to play on it. So I was just freaking out a little bit. But it was actually his idea to do the joint thing. I was just thinking that I'd play some bars and he'd play some bars and we'd just go back and forth. But he actually said he's wanted to do a joint thing where we play together for a long time, but he hasn't met a drummer who's accurate enough to kind of pull it off because it would have to be very precise. Again, freaking out inside, like, wow. So I just thought, all right, let's try it. Let's try something. So I wrote this song, and I also am not a fan of two drummers playing the same thing, might I add, because I think it's pointless. You know, if one drummer can play it, you don't need two drummers to play it.
For sure.
So I wanted to make certain that it was a drum part that needed two drummers. So I wanted to have it almost on the brink of being too difficult for four limbs. You needed more limbs. And then I split it up between us and made sure both parts were different and unique to each other. And it was hard to write. I've never written like two drum parts before and had them sort of interlock like that. So
Was there any
I've never
collaboration on
even-
the writing?
Is it what, sorry?
Was there any collaboration on the writing, or did you just kind of go, here's what I've written, have a play?
I wrote the song with my session guitarists, with obviously the feature in mind. I split the drum parts up, and then I pretty much wrote the whole thing, sent it over to Tom. But of course, him being a guest, I want some of his personality and some of his, character and his style on it. So I sent it to him composed, and then he just sort of sprinkled his touch on a few areas, which was really cool, like the fill at the end, the quintuplets, and some of the other like orchestrations and his cymbal accents and stuff. They're all his ideas.
Oh, the cymbal stuff was so good.
Yeah, but the bit in the middle, we've nicknamed it the surgical section, where we're both playing together. That was like 100% meticulously note for note composed by me. And I had to say to him, because he tried putting some improv stuff in, and I felt bad because, like, again, he was my childhood hero. But I kind of got on the phone with him and I was like, I'm sorry, but you've just got to play exactly what I wrote for you there. Like, no variation. It has to be right for it to work.
But I feel like as a drummer who puts so much into his technical ability and skill, he would understand that 100%.
And he is the best dude. He is like the nicest guy ever, which was obviously nice because, it sucks if you really idolize someone and then they're like not cool.
Yeah,
but
what's
no, he's
that
like
saying? Be careful of meeting your heroes or whatever.
So never meet your childhood heroes.
Well, I did, and he was awesome. And
yeah, it's so good, man.
So when I said, like, I just need this to be like this, there was no kickback at all. He was like, oh, absolutely, you're right. We've got to get it right. And it was actually really inspiring to work on something so unique. It's also very scary. The song's not out yet, and it's very daring. It's like a very sort of, I hate to say it, uncharted territory. I hate to say it because, like, everything's sort of at least been sort of done at this point. But I feel this is relatively new.
No, dude, it's a very original approach.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of like dual drum things, but I've never seen anything so accurately composed, like beat for beat, that surgical part. I've never really seen that before. If it is out there already, someone tell me, I'd love to see it. But
when you first got in contact with me, before your first single, you sent me a drunken voicemail. And you giddily told me that exact thing. That was one of the things that made me so excited about it. You're like, I've never heard anyone do. I just want to do something that no one else has done. And man, you've stayed true to it. That's really cool.
Was that cool for you then to see it after I told you about it months ago?
Hell yeah. There's been absolute no letdown. And like,
hell yeah,
we wouldn't have been this excited to jump on and done the call again with you. Like, obviously the first one was super interesting and unique, but to see you kind of come back and step it up for this next one, obviously there's gonna be a point where you kind of continue stepping it up, but to see what you're doing and how you're getting creative and staying true to yourself is really, really cool to see. And I agree with you. There's no one else doing it like that. So keep it up. Also putting the creativity in the film clip, I think that's amazing. Yeah. You're showing the, like, we're playing this live, it's one take. But to have that fun little intro outro
it adds,
too.
Yeah, another element that just sort of makes it a little bit exciting. It's like, okay, this guy's not just a one-trick pony. He's got some other stuff there that he can use.
He's a one-trick stallion.
No, he's a multiple trick stallion.
Well, I mean, this song in total took 11 months to do. It just hit the 11-month mark and it's out on Friday. For a 3-minute song, that's insane. So when it came to doing the drum video, we had this, like, I don't know, 30-second or whatever it is intro with no drums. I'm like, well, I want people to be gripped and want to see where this goes. And
for sure.
30 seconds
Oh,
with people's attention span these days, I'm like, I'll lose people in that 30 seconds. So I said to my video guy, Jake, I was like, we have to do the most captivating, engaging thing possible in that first 30 seconds. And obviously it went from there. So yeah, it definitely makes it a more well-rounded product. In terms of a comprehensive release, for one song, I've got, I think, 8 assets for one song. So I've got the song, the drum video, the guitar playthrough. I might release Tom's only parts and my only parts as videos and just audio. I'm not sure yet. I've got the game. I've got an interview. Me and Tom Lang did an interview. I've got a full merch store. I've got all this stuff coming out around the one song. It's like super over the top, but if you spend 11 months writing a 3-minute song, you can't not, like, send it.
Go for it. Go for it,
Dude,
man.
we'll grab the details for your merch and everything and chuck it down in the description for those of you that want to get involved and support, because you're doing a very cool thing, and hopefully the people that are watching the breakdown can get behind that.
Hopefully, yeah.
Look, I'm sure they will, man. Like I said, to know that there are such high profile musicians out there talking about you, your name has become a household name in the drum world now. That's got to feel really good, and it's got to be really personally inspiring and push you as a creative sort of dude to want to, challenge accepted. I'm going to see where the hell I can go from here.
100%. 100%.
That's good, man.
It's
inspiring.
so fun. Yeah, it's so fun to go from like the drummer of that band to, Chris Turner. I've actually had a few of my friends actually who are like very well established drummers as well themselves. I've had a few messages off them recently saying like what you're doing is really inspiring for us other drummers, and it's like actually, wanting me to push myself further. And I'm thinking, man, I've looked up to you though for a while, and it's really, really cool to see that it is actually having a positive ripple effect, and it's not just sort of me trying to do something and no one caring. It's quite nice.
Bring the drums from the back of the stage to the front. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things that, you got to be that special sort of person to think about these sorts of things and to take that chance to put yourself out there. Because I mean, I'm sure that like as great a musician as a lot of musicians are, to take that, like basically shoot their shot and go out on their own like that, it's pretty daunting.
It's scary.
Yeah,
it's scary. And I think a lot of people don't realize quite what goes into it, because some people are just analyzing the drum video as if I just showed up and played drums. But I think it's quite easy to forget the fact that these songs, the concept, the whole, everything, I'm sort of working on it all. It's like literally taken over my whole life to work on all of this, and it's so much work, and it's so much more than just performing. Performing the songs is probably only hitting like 10% of like my daily activity right now, if that. Actually, probably way less than that. So it's a hell of a lot of work, but I mean, it's awesome.
It's paying off.
Question. One final question from me. So an 11-month drum song, right, that has come to fruition finally. How badly do you not want to play this song again now?
To be honest, I'd love to play it live, but I'm gonna need Tom there to play it live. And we've talked about it. We want to play it at drum shows. Like if and when NAM's back open, we'd love to perform it at NAM and stuff.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, there's hopefully going to be opportunity to perform it live, and I definitely want to tour the solo stuff. I want to do solo tours, hands down.
Nice.
And with this song being so heavily dependent on player 2, it's going to be like, can I do it live?
Yeah.
Can I try and do it all myself, or shall I just put his on tracks? Or I don't know. I'll have to figure that, or just not play that song live. I don't know, but I would like to play it.
There's logistics to work out.
Yeah, where is he from?
Well, he's from Austria originally, but he's out in LA now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's still that little bit of a trip.
Yeah.
Trans-Tasman.
You know what? That was part of why it was so hard to arrange and why it took 11 months, because like he's super busy and I'm super busy. And then the only time we could talk would be like 1, 2, 3 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's just like logistically, it was quite hard to figure out anyway. So there was like a lot of hoops to jump through. Again, people kind of might just watch the videos and be like, oh, Chris just plays drums. But like the workload that went into this song is almost kind of unbelievably staggering.
Well, hopefully you get the recognition you deserve for this one.
Yeah.
Find out in a few days.
I definitely can't take all the credit. Of course, I've got a team of people helping me out. But it's still a hell of a lot of work on my end.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All good things are.
It's a great song, man. Like, absolutely love the song. Like, like the impressive drumming aside, it's a really good song. It's really fun, man. Like,
that's one thing that I'm kind of nervous about with this one, because it's a weird song to accommodate the 2 drum parts. I'm like a bit nervous that people won't love the song now. I'm thinking people might like the video because it's a bit wacky drums, but I'm like worried that people won't enjoy the song as much.
Man, people have been listening to Slipknot have 3 drummers bang on steel drums and kegs for 20 years now, so you'll be fine.
I just went overboard as per. It's like people know I like the heavy hip hop grind beats. People know I love my heavy metal stuff. So I just went as heavy as I could on both parts.
We're not complaining.
No, hell no. I loved it. It was great.
I actually just finished writing another song for the album, and that is literally the heaviest thing I've ever written, ever.
I can't
And
wait
it's-
for the next 11 months to hear that.
Well, I'm hoping that one will be out this year still.
Fingers
But that one's
crossed.
called Get Sendy. So get ready for Get Sendy.
Heck yeah, I'm always ready to get Sandy.
Well, we'll be here, man, and you're always welcome here, and we'll always help you out as much as we can.
Hell yeah.
The pleasure is all
And if I get to
ours.
tour, yeah. And if and when I get to tour the solo stuff, we got to kick it on the Australia shows.
You know it.
You know it's happening. I mean, he might not invite me.
Oh yeah, you're not coming anywhere near, but we'll have fun. So
He needs someone to drink with.
Yeah. That's it. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing until it's all over.
well, my man, thank you so much for taking the time to jump on with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
We're
thanks again,
stoked
Ben.
on the song, and as we said, everyone down below, hit that link, support your boy. We can't wait for the next video.
Hell yeah.
Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, dude.